State, everybody. Yeah, Benue State is in the news, really, big time. This morning, something really, really important has been happening in Benue State. Yeah, it has been happening, and so we thought it wise to take a look at it and actually look at what is really responsible, for all of these higi haga. Let me pronounce it very well. Happening in that state, all right. And so, well, let me let you know. Let me let you in. If you're just joining us for the very first time, my name is Jude Ikami Jude. All right. The family of one Peter, who was allegedly killed by men of the Operation Zenda Squad of the Benue State Police Command, has cried out for justice, demanding the release of his corpse to the family for a decent burial according to Idoma traditional rites and, of course, customs. The family also seek the release of the items looted from the house and requested to be allowed access to their home that was sealed by the police. All right, Peter, that same man, was reportedly killed by the police at about 8 p.m. on May the 19th, 2024, when the security operatives allegedly invaded their residence, located at the welfare quarters area of Benue State. But that's not where I am actually heading towards. There is something, much more that we need to bring to your notice. Now, this is where I'm going to. Now, people of Okoyom community, I don't know if I'm getting this name correctly, but when my analyst comes on board, he would help us understand, help me pronounce this name better. But now, people of that same community in the Ufia Kingdom of Ato local government area of Benue State have raised concerns over growing attack and harassment faced by women at the hands of armed invaders in their farmland. Now, they are now called armed invaders. Community members expressed worry, yesterday that the persistent threat has created amongst residents, making it increasingly difficult to continue with their, daily farming activities. What am I trying to say? These women are crying that bandits are raping their women. The community is crying, yeah, that bandits are raping their women. So, this is where we're going. This is what we want to talk on today. And joining me from Benue State is a professor, Professor Emmanuel. He's just right here. A very beautiful morning to you, Prof. Good to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
Prof, what is really going on in Benue State? Let's start from there. These women being raped, community... all of these issues happening in Benue, what is really the issue? Help us understand.
There's a lot of security concerns in Benue State. And repeatedly over the years, the past decade, we have experienced these familiar attacks. They termed it bandits, they termed it whatever name they want to give it. But the truth of the matter is that these so-called elders, the so-called elders, because what I'm saying so-called elder is that they come in the name of grazing, but what they are doing is something strange. It's not just grazing, it's sheer nonsense, banditry, and all kinds of destruction of lives and property everywhere. The farmers have vacated their farmlands. Many of their thousands are in the IDP camps, and this is going on and on and on. And the security apparatus of government seems to be somehow helpless on this subject matter. So the communities are really going through terrible times. So that's what is happening generally, especially remote areas of Benue State. Those farming communities, in towns, the issue is less. But when you go to villages where our crops are being cultivated and we get a lot of food items from there, then you have these perennial attacks of so-called herdsmen on these unarmed farming communities, and has rendered many of them homeless, have rendered many of them without a job, without their farms, and and the situation is getting worse.
Now, I want to get to understand. I also know that Benue has been, in a state of turbulence for a while now. But does it mean
Yes.
that there is no level of security anymore in the communities?
For your information, the government seem to be saying that they are doing their best by providing security officers, police, the military, and other security outfits. However, for your information, when most of these attacks occur during the night around 12, 1, 2 a.m., and for your information, securities at that time is very porous. They are not there. And these criminals, they come and kill people in their hundreds and disappear. But to my mind, this is what I want to say about this. To my mind, in as much as the government will seem to be doing serious, I think the government is not serious enough. Because we know these so-called bandits. We know these so-called headsmen. We know them. We know now. They speak the language that you know. And even by their marks, you know that they are coming from this particular ethnic group and so on and so forth. So we know them. But then the government is not facing the truth of the matter. The federal government that has all this security apparatus is simply not facing the truth. They are not telling us the truth. Bandits cannot just take over the whole state and be controlling, especially the rural areas, helplessly in the hands of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Something is wrong somewhere. So, to my mind, probably there is some connivance somewhere that some of us don't know. Because I think that this has continued for long. Benue State has this law of prohibiting open grazing. And the law has been tested in the court of law, and it has been tested to be in line with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So why can't the government and government institutions that are saddled with the responsibility of enforcing these laws are not doing it? Why? It's simply because there is some level of complacency or some level of connivance to some extent. And that's why these criminals continue to do this type of heinous crimes and still walk away. Like a few days ago, they came to this town, this Anyi town, where Senator Susam, one former governor of Benue State, that's his own village, town. They came there on bikes in the daytime and were killing people left and right. And the armed forces that were posted there seemed to disappear or not do anything. So what do you tell me? That what is this type of nonsense? So some of us we feel very cold. To some extent, I think the government is not telling us the truth. There is some information that is being hidden from some of us who are citizens of Nigeria and also origins of Benue State.
Let's narrow it down here. When you say connivance, one would want to believe or understand or maybe think that you're talking about connivance as regards your own people, connivance with your people to maim a community, all right, to come in, kill, destroy, and steal. When you say connivance, please help me break it down.
When I say connivance, that the government somehow or government forces are also part of this conniving with the criminals, is that, look, they know the criminals. They have, over the years, known their tactics. Armed forces have been trained to learn on the job and to be able to determine how these criminals behave and when they come, where they come, what kind of things they do. They have been trained to dictate all of these things. So when issues happen over and over, and the forces are seem to be very helpless. I don't think they are telling us the truth. So to my mind, at least in some way or the other, maybe, and I'm not sure, maybe they are also part of the problem. Because by now, something that has been happening over the years, over and over, the criminals come during the night around 1, 2 a.m. Armed forces have been trained to even work in the night. And so they come here, attack communities, kill people, then go back. Why can't armed forces say, what are their roots? Where do they come from? We have neighboring states like Nasarawa and Taraba. These are the neighboring states. These criminals go and hide in these states, come at the border area, do this destruction, go back to these states. So if the armed forces and the government are serious, look, where are these people residing? Let's go there and fish them out. This is not Sambisa Forest. Sambisa Forest, they are telling, is a big forest. But this one is not that big like Sambisa Forest. And so if they are serious, they can mop up these criminals in their hideouts and chase them out, let them go and do their criminality elsewhere, not to continue to frustrate Benue State farmers. Look at the prices of food stuff. Okay. Would you blame farmers? No, you cannot. Because the farmers that were supposed to be there doing the farming so that we have enough and sufficient food, most of them have been chased to IDPs. If you come to Benue State, you will see people in IDPs and you will weep. This is our land. And these criminals, some of them come from Sokoto, some from Bauchi, some from Chad, some from these other foreign countries. How do they get in the first place? How? So these are the kind of indices that the government need also to come and tell us the truth of the matter, why this is the way it is. Will the Benue State indigenous who are farmers, can we be allowed to move to Bauchi, move to Sokoto, move to Kano, find a space and begin to do our farming there without authorization from government or from the indigenous of that place, and then kill people there and walk away free? Will that happen? As farmers, we will not be able to allow to do that. But why is it the case that these people, they say because of these weather conditions, and so the herders are looking for grass for their cattle, and therefore that has forced them to come? Look, that's a slap in the face of reason. Are we allowed by any indication because of weather conditions to go and destroy a community in order to settle there and take care of your own business? It doesn't make sense.
All right, hold on, Professor.
It doesn't make sense.
Hold on, Professor Emmanuel. Before we will talk about food, production. I mean, growing.
Yeah, food production. Yes, in Benue State, we are the food basket of the nation.
Yeah, we'll talk about that state being a food basket of the nation, but I don't know if the basket is still there. But we'll get to find out after this break. Hold on. We'll find out after this break. Just hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you very much.
Your damaged phone doesn't have to be stretched or expensive anymore.
No!
That's right, MTN has got the solution to keep your phone protected. Water damage, fire damage, cracked screen, no wahala. With MTN's Pick and Fix, we'll pick up, fix and deliver your phone right back to you while you chill at home. And guess what? You also get free MTN data with every protection plan you purchase with Pick and Fix. Who doesn't love free data? But that's not all. With MTN, you can upgrade your phone with Easy Buy, spread your payments over 3 to 12 months. Now tell me, does that not sound easy?
Yes!
This is a sweet deal, guys. So, what are you waiting for? Head to the nearest mobile retail outlet and look for an Easy Buy agent today. Want peace of mind with your device? Get affordable protection plans from Pick and Fix. Enjoy seamless repairs and even more with MTN. Visit www.mtn.ng/devices to get started. MTN, what are we doing today?
Time to win big for the Lapo Express Service promo. Don't come on! You dey ready to win big? Lapo Express Savings Promo Season 3 don land gidigba. Stand the chance to win 1.5 million naira. To qualify qualify, make you sharply save as chickeny as 20,000 naira every month from October 1 to December 31, 2024. Save or withdraw only 5 times a month with your Lapo debit card for another 3 months. Maintain as low as 60,000 naira period till December 31st, 2024. It never finish. Oh, 50 lucky people fit to win 50,000 naira and 500 zero bar account. Go then get post collect free Lapo debit card. Oya halele waka enter any Lapo microfinance bank and begin to save today. For motorists, Sama call enter 0813-984-0230 or visit any Lapo microfinance bank today. Lapo Express Savings Promo. Win big. Terms and conditions they shall.
Do you love amazing Nigerian movies?
Action!
Laugh out loud comedy skits or gripping shows and series? Serve yourself all the drama, passion, betrayal, action, and laughs on YouTube with the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN. Enjoy over 10 hours of YouTube streaming for just 500 naira and over 4 hours for 200 naira. Dial *312*800# to activate now. YouTube, made for you.
You are tuned to the city's #1 super dial. Home voice of the people, 90.3 FM. Latest.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It's still Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and I am currently having a conversation with Professor Emmanuel, who is talking to us from Benue State. I don't know, are you in Makurdi or what part of Benue are you?
I'm in Benue State University, Makurdi.
Okay.
But right now, I have come for their synod meeting at Mka near Boko Town.
Okay.
So I am there for the synod meeting.
Okay. So you're still within Benue State. Good to know.
Yes, I'm in Benue State. This is Benue State. It's just 1.5 hours drive away from Makurdi.
Okay.
But it's in Benue State. Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, alongside Nigerians, why, they've been these reports, incessant killings all the time. I mean, it started in early 2000, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, when headsmen would just come in and start butchering people, killing people, and all of that, and nothing has happened. Almost till now, we still have the same incident reoccurring. Like you are just asleep at night, and all of a sudden you see people just come in and kill people, and the next day nothing will happen. I mean, how do you cope with that in that state?
It's a very terrible thing because no one knows peace or affect. And, the Benue State has a very fertile land for all kinds of crops. So it's an opportunity that the government would have tapped this type of resources for the good of Nigeria, so that even our food crops here would have been buying it for as cheap as possible. But right now, you can see, even in Benue State, in Benue State, the cost of food items is higher than what has been before because of this. Because many people who are supposed to be farming, they are in IDPs camps. So only a significant, only a few number of people that are working in their farms, but those farms are not large enough. Those large farms, nobody is there now because of these attacks, perennial attacks by herders. I don't want to attach an ethnic group, but we know those who, majority, 90-something% of people that are carrying cows left and right, they want to be allowed to just be moving cows here and there, which is very unreasonable. In no country in the world will accept this type of nonsense, except here in Nigeria. And the law is in place. Why can't the government simply implement the law? Anybody who is found roaming about with cows, be arrested and prosecuted from time to time. And then if all those people who are to go back, carry guns to come and kill farmers, we know them. So you just put security apparatus in these places, monitor their movement, and ensure that once these atrocities are planned to be carried out, the government forces will nip it at the bud. But then this scenario is playing out differently. And this is why we are still back to square one. What started in 2000, we are still having it today. And the intensity is even getting worse.
Wow. Is it that the government of the state, the government of Benue State, has actually hands off fighting this thing? Like, do you think that they are overwhelmed? Because when I heard you, when you started, you were talking about the federal government. You didn't mention state government at all. You were just talking federal government, federal government, federal
Yes,
government. And I can see
yes, and
they've
there's a
given up
reason for
already.
that.
Okay, talk to us. Tell him.
There is a reason for that. When you say the state governor is the chief security officer of the state, it looks very brilliant. But for your information, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has not given him any powers over the security apparatus in his state. He's just a figurehead. If you direct a security officer here to go and take care of a given situation, they say they are waiting for an order from above. Which above? Federal government. That's it. So it will take a great deal of time for the state governor to persuade the security officers in the state that they should go and do this, and they should stay there, and they should ensure that this type of things are completely eliminated.
Okay.
But he cannot have that authority to command them to do so, because he is just a figurehead as the chief security officer of the state. The law has not given him that permission to direct and command. That directing and commanding will come from the federal government. And so you keep on going back and forth. So the blame cannot completely be on the state government, because the law doesn't make provisions for the state government to command. That's why I'm talking about federal government. That all this, most of the security apparatus are in the hands of the federal government. It is the federal government that will direct them and give them specific directions. But those people that are closer to the communities is the state and the local government administration. But they don't have powers. The only powers they have is this to make this vigilante. But which type of weapons this vigilante we carry with them? The law does not give them powers to carry the type of sophisticated weapons that they can match with these criminals. Only the armed forces that have been given permission to carry sophisticated weapons and go and attack criminals when they are also bringing their AK-47, AK-49, and all these machine guns and so on and so forth. But the ordinary vigilante will not be allowed to carry this type of weapons and address the subject matter. So the ball is in the hands of the federal government. If the federal government want to really do something about this, then they will step out their efforts in addressing it. And another way it will be to maybe the National Assembly to pass a law and allow the state also to have their own security apparatus that they carry all kinds of weapons so that they can match with these criminals. When you start hearing at 2 a.m., I had to run to go and carry my wife in the village because they were running in the bush at 2 a.m., surrounded by these criminals. My own wife, as a professor, I had to leave Makodi at 2 a.m. to go and carry she was running the bush. It was her hand said that she made a call to me that now they are in this type of bush somewhere because of these invaders. It's very ridiculous.
Wow.
And somebody will tell me something else.
Sometimes it's so pathetic. Now, we were talking about food. That state used to be the food basket of the nation. From there, food is produced and sent to other states in the nation. But now, is the basket still full? Is it half or is it empty?
The basket is not empty. Let me be also sincere. It's not empty. But I can say maybe the percentage that the basket has now is maybe 25%. 75% is not available for your information, because the bulk of where the farmlands, the big farmlands are, those people are now in IDP camps. Some are staying with relations in towns and in urban centers, because you go back there, you are killed. You go back there, you are killed. So,
hello? Are you there?
So we have basically 25% available now.
25%.
Yeah, that's the truth of the. That's why you see this the price 25%. That's rough estimate. I haven't done a research the way I should have done and bring you the real statistics. But to my own, as an indigenous of the state, and because I'm also belong to a farming community, and we know what we used to produce and what we are producing now. So it's we can say it's 25%, and that's not good for Nigeria, and not good for anybody, because yams, I also have farmers for yams too. In Nigeria, if in our country, like right now, we are harvesting yams now. You can buy formally. You get 500 and you get like 5-6 tubers of yams. But today, one tuber of yam will cost you 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, depending on the size of the yam. But in the past, a collections of yams, you will also get it for 500 or 1,000 naira, which is right now is not the case.
So you mean the normal activities that takes place in a community or maybe in a village, is not what it used to be anymore. I mean, going out to farm, going out to get water. In fact, I recall a National Publicity Secretary of Ufia Development Association, Comrade Jude, who told journalists in Makurdi that going to farm or going to fetch water and firewood has now become a problem in the area, and it was urging the federal government and the state government to actually intervene. So all of these activities now it's difficult to see.
Definitely, some communities you cannot dare go out there to search for water, to search for firewood. You will be dead, because the criminals are familiar moving about in bushes, sleeping in bushes, but we have our own houses where we stay, whether we are in the village or whether in our towns or in cities. So we move out of these our villages and towns. We go to the bush or to the farming areas where we collect, we get this firewood, and we fetch water and so on, because some people doesn't have even these boreholes and the pipe-borne water and all of these things. Some communities don't even have it. For you to get a pipe-borne water or a borehole, you will need to trek like maybe 10 to 15 kilometers or even more to get to where there is a borehole. It's ridiculous. So, and when they attempt to go to the bush or to go to a stream and get the water, these so-called headers, they are already with their cows trying to drink from the same stream, and then they end up killing the farmers.
Can you imagine?
And nobody arrests them. How many people have been arrested since they have started killing people since 2000? How many of them have been arrested and prosecuted in Benue State? Does it mean that the security officers are totally ignorant of the perpetrators of this evil over the years? Where is the intelligence unit in Nigeria? Because we have those who we call intelligence gathering. Where is the intelligence gathering unit of the armed forces that need to go around privately and do these investigations and know exactly the activities of these terrorists, and then be able to come back and provide information that the terrorists will be taken out, and nothing is happening? So, to my mind, some form of connivance on the part of government and security forces with these criminals is there. Except somebody comes and proves to me, sincerely speaking, the government is not aware and the security forces are not aware of all of these things, then I will tell you we don't have a security in Nigeria. Then they should just leave us alone and allow us to take care of our own security and allow us to carry our own sophisticated guns as communities take care of our security.
Really?
Instead of wasting because they allow us as farmers, to carry these confiscated weapons. Then as farmers, we can also gather together and form groups and be able to take care of our security. We will. But if they see you, even with a machete, sometimes security officer will arrest you, collect the machetes from you, and sometimes take you to that you are a thug, or they will say you are a cultist or something else, of which is not the case. It's simply to have it for self-defense. But when the criminals are carrying these sophisticated weapons, none of them is arrested.
Okay.
Is that the way justice is done in a nation? It's very, very unfortunate. So some of us, I am really, really very mad because I've seen so many people are being killed on a daily basis. You keep on hearing these stories on a daily basis, and they are projected on this social media. Though the bodies, the
Hello? Hello? Are you there? Prof, can you hear me? Hello, Prof? Uh-oh. I think we're having
which hello?
Okay, yes, go ahead, please. I can hear you.
So that's my hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Just go ahead. We can hear you.
Yes, I am saying that to my mind, the federal government is not telling us the truth. It's not serious. It's not determined to root out this evil called banditry or whatever it is. I remember very well the soldiers or the Nigerian armed forces that we know. They were the ones who went to Liberia and controlled the situation in Liberia. They went to Sierra Leone and they were able to control the situation there. And these are foreign countries. And now, how can you tell me that the armed forces are unable to curtail our security situation in Nigeria? No. Any of this type of thing that is going on, and without the government and armed forces intervening in a way that will relieve the situation for over and over for this number of years, then there is compromise somewhere. Except you come with your own research and prove me otherwise.
Before I let you go, I want you to be candid with us, because a whole lot of persons are listening to you. You spoke about connivance, but then outside Benue, we feel that there is something much more than that. You know, that some persons will tell you the Benue people know exactly what is playing out. They know. If you ask them, they can point fingers to, this is, Some will say, okay, maybe some persons wants to take over Benue. Or another person will tell you, well, it's because you passed the anti-open grazing bill or maybe law in the state. Some will tell you, well, it's just because the state wasn't in support of, the president at that time, and several other reasons. So you are from that state. Maybe you should help us understand what really the matter is.
Several factors are playing in this scenario. One, the economic power and political power, as well as religious connotation. These are also playing out in this issue. Beginning with the economic power, if you want to really render a human being useless, attack the source of his livelihood, and then the person will be useless to himself and to the society. And this is exactly what is playing here. They know that Benue state is predominantly agrarian society. We earn our living. 90% of these people earn their living from these farmlands. And now the invaders are coming to attack this to render our communities powerless economically, so that they will now be dependent and vulnerable. And even if peanuts are offered to us, we still appreciate. That's one aspect of it. The second aspect is political hegemony, because politics is playing in one way or the other. One of the ways to weaken your opponent is to weaken his economic livelihood and whatever, and then you take advantage of that person politically and be able to rule over the person. Remember, Benue State would not succumb to, even the British found it very difficult to capture Benue State in the way that it was supposed to be, because they were They were warriors in a sense in those days. So political connotation is also associated with this. Those who want to powers by all means and to have power over the state for some reason, they are also part of the saga. Some of them, I cannot say everybody.
Okay.
And then religious connotation. For your information, Benue State is 95% Christian state. 95. And that doesn't look nice to the eyes of other religions. They feel that probably they cannot do much here. But that's what it is. There is no harm. The Constitution has given us freedom of religion. So if I choose to belong to one religion and not the other, is that the basis for me to be killed? Because the Constitution have made provisions, and our Constitution guarantees a freedom of worship. But come to Benue State now, you about more than nearly 1,000 churches have been burned down. Nobody is going to those churches. Nobody. But when you turn around, in some few places where there are mosques, the mosques are standing. I went to Agatu. I was going there. I saw churches burned down. The mosque was still standing. And I asked, what is this? So there's if you are burning down a church and the mosque is nearby, why can't the criminals also burn down the mosque? So that's why I'm saying that in some sense, in some way, there is also a religious connotation to this criminality that is happening to Benue State, because we are predominantly Christian state. Well, that is not to say that I don't have friends across board. I have friends who are from other religions too. We have been working together in many ways. I have helped some of them, and some of them have also helped me. But we cannot deny the fact that this is also part of the issue. So there are multiple factors that are contributed to the state of things in Benue State. But the predominant one is the economic one, and probably the political one. The other ones are coming because when there's a crack, the insects can also come in.
Okay. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Talking to us this morning. Thank you so very much.
Yeah,
regards to everyone in
Benue
State.
Yeah, thank you.
90.3 FM. This time around, I would want to open up the studio lights. Everyone, what do you think? The Benue people, that was why I asked the same question. Waiting they happen. Does it mean they don't know? Yeah. Does it mean they are just in the dark completely? It's been several years now. All of this killing started in Benue, I think around early 2000. Yeah, very early 2000. When they would just enter and slaughter, kill people, destroy, burn down communities and everything. And up until now, it is still happening. Does it mean there are no presence of soldiers? No presence of police? No presence of any... I don't know. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Let's talk. 0700 903 903 903. Send me a WhatsApp message. 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. All right? Thank you. Hello? Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You see, to my understanding, the professor with you have said it all. But the other way around, you can understand some years back, there was a time in Benin City, I'm just using this as an example.
Okay.
A police officer who was attached to one division or one station there, who was the head of crime department when an enemy was raining. And this man was the person that normally rained rifles to bandits, to armed robbers. You see, before his men will go out, sometimes he goes out with them, sometimes he will give the officer that will lead them for operation. Where where and where they should go to, and give them instruction what they should do when they get there. So if the people supposed to go, assuming they are instructed to go to Ikoyi, to go and operate, to do their work at night operation also, and these bandits now are going to Ikeja to rob. He knows because he has gotten the information that these people are going to Ikeja. So he now directs his men to go to Ikoyi. And when these people go there to rob at that Ikeja axis, now when the people at Ikeja notice what is going on and they start calling police to come for aid or something of that nature, is then they will start giving you excuses that there are lack of men or vehicle petrol, there's no fuel, the tire is bad, this and that. So why must our policemen, our security personnel cannot cope this very incident that is going on in Benue? The man has told you the real thing. These three things: religions, political, and otherwise. So it is very, very bad. Like he said, our soldiers went to Liberia. I know how that Liberia war was then. Very, very strong. But our military personnel were recommended as the best. The same thing in South Africa and some other places like that. When they went there, they came back, and the entire Africa, even foreign Europe, we are congratulating them that they did well. So our government should look into all these things and stop it. At this stage, we don't supposed to be allowing people to be carrying cows, walking from one state or one town to another. They should have a place to keep them and be buying this thing to feed them. You don't use my crop to feed your own business.
Okay.
It is wrong. Let us be sincere in what we are doing, and let the government be sincere to its people. Thank you, and God bless you, sir.
Bless you too. Thank you so very much.
This Pastor Joe from Sulere, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you. All right, hear what someone said, on WhatsApp. He said, Amechi from Mafuluku, he said, the greatest problem Benue State people are facing is what he called disunity. He went for that to say, he said, I was asking a Benue young man why these killings happening without much resistance from the locals, and history has it that ancient Benue people were warriors. I put it to him that Benue politicians and elites are part of the problem. They are more interested in their political ambitions and positions than fighting for their people. For example, George Akume has been insider in APC since 2017. And what has been in action to government? What has been in action so far? Things people like Edwin Clark can't tolerate in Niger Delta. The young man told me that the division and mutual distrust among Benue people was the greatest thing the sponsors of the killings succeed in doing. He said the villagers are divided, and if one village plan any resistance, other village will leak the information to the killers. The people are polarized so much that there is no solution at sight. I weep for the common man. May God save Benue people and other Nigerians. Amechi from Mafuluku. Thank you so very much. Really. Okay. It's okay. Let me see if I can talk to this person now. Hello, good afternoon. Good morning to you first. Is it afternoon?
It can be morning, it can be afternoon.
Talk to me.
It can be this Mazi Douglas.
Thank you so much, Mazi.
Yes, calling from the Metogo. Yeah, in Kamiju, the professor has spoken my mind. I give him 101%. Because in Kamiju, if you can call your memory back, you remember when our former president said everybody that if you have a weapon, you should submit it. You remember?
Of course.
Yes, and that's told you what is happening. And when the governor of Benue says, Otto, which I love him so much, he said if the federal government want to end this security, it's just one day. And it's true. It can be, let me shock you, at school Army de Ogoja, Google it, Okuku Road, precisely. I have army friend from Benue State. His mother from Asian. I have visited Benue more than 20 times. We behave like twins, just teach him how to drive bike when we are in Army de Ogoja. Now he's still in Army top rank. He told me one thing, because I used to insult him, say, look at you people are there as a military. Come on, one bandit are stopping. He laughed like he said, easy. If government give us a head, now before 24 hours, you will hear story. So what are we dodging? What are we hiding? The government knows what is happening. We are just playing. They are not telling us the truth. That's the problem. Those people are no more than our military. I am telling you, I have insider. I know what I'm telling you, and they have told me the truth, and nothing but the truth. If they want to end it today, they will end it today. Kamijo, you well done a very good job.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I said there must be something we don't understand about this whole thing. You hear now, right? Okay, let's talk to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Ikamijide.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Mayor from Ikotrebe.
Good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, let me remind you what happened during the Goodluck regime when Hidika was appointed as chief of army staff. He took the battle. He took the battle to their corridor, the bandits. Yes, what happened? Buhari cried out. That Hidika is going to revenge what they did to Igbos during the Nigerian Biafra war. This Buhari cried out. Quickly, Goodluck had to change him and bring the general man. So, let me tell you what's happening in Nigeria now. What happened in Tokyo is coming to happen in Nigeria. This care is not taken. That's the agenda. You know why before you can become a governor in the Southeast, he must be in touch with them. That's why they gave a whole bunch of them number 4 to number 1. There's always an agreement. So that whatever is happening, you have to make sure you will stay with them. There's a big agenda. What happened in Tokyo is coming to happen in Nigeria. If we don't wake up, before Tokyo was 90% Christian, today it's 90% Muslim. Go and read the history of Tokyo. That's what's playing in Nigeria. There's a hidden agenda playing out in Nigeria, and they are getting there gradually. The military, they know. They know the truth. That is why Hejika was removed quickly. Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you so very much. Hello, good afternoon. Good morning to you. What am I saying afternoon?
Good morning, Kamijide. This is Tito calling from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Situ, good to have you. Talk to us.
Yes, thank you very much, Ikamijide. How are you?
I'm okay, fine, doing great.
Right, Ikamijide, let me add to something the last caller called. And that is where Buhari says an attack to Boko Haram is attack against the North. Okay? He made that comment, and Nigeria never asked him, why did you say that? I think these people are terrorists. He came out and told an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. And let me go to what makes me to call. The guy you read his message about Benue, yeah? In as much as what Benue people done to me, my people, they are the ones that fought the war, Biafra war. But I hate killings. I won't hold it against them. I won't hold it against innocent people. They didn't know anything that their father committed. I feel pain when I hear Benue people being killed. These are farmers. I don't have no grudges against anybody. All I want is the goodness of everybody so that everybody will enjoy. But what I'm seeing in Nigeria, if you Nigerians don't know that's agenda to take Nigeria, then something is wrong with your brain. I swear to my God, if you don't have by now, if any Nigerian don't know there is an agenda, then keep sleeping. These people are being killed. Yes? And not only they are being killed, they will have border. We have border between Benue and Igbo land. Sometimes they come out, they massacre our people in Igbo land, and they go back to where they come from. And now, you see all this, what you see happening in Nigeria now, That is why Nnamdi Kanu was shouting all this while in his radio. The reason why they hate him is because of the truth he spoke to Nigeria. He asked them to wake up. But he being an Igbo man, anything Igbo man did is no difference. But if an ethnic group does it, he's perfect. He's been shouting. But all they pick is that he called Nigeria a zoo. But today, the same people that caused him that he called Nigeria a zoo, I say that Nigeria is a jungle. Can't you see the hypocrisy there? And now, let me go back to the text message you read. Very, very important. The Benue guy, he made it clear. These are the same thing. That thing he said, instead of them to come together and fight the people that are killing their people, some of their elders will go and take bribe. Is that exactly what we are fighting in Igbo land today? Where you see some traditional rulers collecting cows and money from the Fulanis to come to invade our land. Ikamijide, what I said to you happened in Igbo land. You see, these traditional rulers you see, they collect. If I'm doubting, a Fulani man come out and made the video that before they come to their land, to your house, to your land, they have to settle the traditional rulers and the PG. These are the things we are fighting in Igbo land today. Look at how they were killing our people. Before Nnamdi Kanu managed to form ESM, because he's been telling the Igbo governors for security to our people to protect our people. They refuse. This young man take it on his own and form ESM to protect us. That is why you still can see our people going inside the farm today to farm.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying to you here. Yeah, go on.
Your time is fast spent.
Yeah, sorry, I know I've used it many times. So if Nigerians don't wake up, we keep telling you that we told you so. That's an agenda. If you feel that we are just saying it for sex sake, when it happened, I'll still come here and told you there is an agenda. But let me say something before I drop. Our people, Igbo people, is the most deceived people on this planet Earth. We are very easy to be deceived. And I'm calling Igbo youth, disease from the people that are telling you that Biafra is coming on 2nd of November. These are criminals. They don't mean well for you. Don't listen to any criminal anywhere telling you other thing to go and kill your brother or your sister or go into criminality. If you get caught, you will pay for all the things they have been telling you to do. Thank you, Ikamijide.
Thank you so very much, Situ. Appreciate your call. Thank you. Okay. Hello. Good afternoon. Good. Okay. No wahala. Can I read this message? The professor has said it all. It is a known fact that the federal government is culpable in every insecurity in the country, especially in Benue State under APC government. Otom tried to form vigilantes. Buhari's government were quick to tag them militias and arrested every one of them. Also remember the Plateau state that a particular clergyman exposed the military culpability. Ezekiel from Ejigo sent that message. All right, let's see. Let's talk to you now. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I'm Julie.
Good morning to you.
Mr. Monday on the line.
Okay.
I love the professor analysis. It's well concerning the Benue people. And the last time I checked, for my own view, during 2000, because what I'm seeing going down there now is tribalism and religion. And the Muslims want to take over the Christian country because Benue people are the Christian country and they have a lot of population that is a Christian. And they want to bow the Christian people to the DC. Now, there is a last time I always watch before the 700 club in AIC or LCA. They always help the poor children, give them clean water, give them food, help the poor people, and come and go back to their farm. There's nothing now. The insecurity there now is more than too much. That's why the supply, the food nation is cannot reach the country anymore because everybody cannot go back to their family. Honestly, that is the corruption is going on there. Tribalism and religion, and the elders, they are so corrupt. They will select peanuts from the British, using it to fight their own state. Look at those 700 clubs. They are not doing it again. They don't make sure for television again. They always say the pharmacists do the good thing, do the needful. That's what we are saying. Not that we are saying about the propaganda. They are killing the military, killing the farmers. No food, no all guys in the land. That is what is going on in here. And want to talk over the whole state. That is the corruption. That is what is my annoyance. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so very much. I remember the 700 club, right? I remember. But you don't know how much $1 now. How you go remain for 700 again? $1,700. I mean 1,700 club. It's well, really. Good afternoon. Hello?
Good afternoon, Kamijide.
Yes. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, Kamijide. This is Larry Joe.
All right, welcome.
Kamijide, I want to say something. You see, Nigerians, the Benue State people, the middle belt, I think they're supposed to know the truth. They're supposed to know what is happening to them. And it's also trying to go all over the nation if care is not taken. You see, the federal government knows what is happening. When Buhari was there, he knew what is happening. The present president now knew what is happening. But what is that thing that is happening? These people that are doing this in Nigeria, let me tell you the truth. It is not planted in Nigeria. It came from somewhere. Who are these people? Let us call a spade a spade. The Islamic nation wants to come into Nigeria and took over Nigeria. Somebody said something here concerning how they did it to Turkey and it happened. And it happened up to today. That was why they are going through Benue. That is what is happening in Benue State. Benue State is mostly Christians. Go and inquire. They are now going through Benue State to do the same thing so that they can be able to have access to other states. Still, God will keep us alive. If nothing is being done now, what is few years coming and see what is going to happen.
Okay.
When there's this young man, Nnamdi Kanu, before this thing started happening, Nnamdi Kanu was saying it on his radio. I had it. He was shouting. He was giving Nigerians information, but nobody listened to him. Nobody cares. Look at, you know how many souls that Benue State have lost. The Benue people, I don't know what is happening. I don't know why they will allow such thing to happen. I don't know. It's a pity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate your call. Thank you. Thank you indeed. They are raping their women seriously. Raping and killing. This is serious. Very, very serious. Very, very, very serious. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Camille. You there? Sorry. You see, you don't carry the thing you do. Now you come there and say afternoon. God bless you for your
You understand now. You understand.
I understand. God bless you. This is good news. Hey, Camille, you there? This is this thing we are talking in the morning. You see, I don't know why federal government allowed this Nigeria to pass to go so for all this kind of thing. Why federal government allowed them kill our people like this? Now they don't kill these people, don't tire them. Now they don't enter another way to rape these people. Why now? See, if your house leak now you want that house to leak. Now you have power to stop that house to leak. If you don't want to stop that leaking for the house will continue to leak. Even now under year. But if you say I don't want this house to leak again, you have power to stop. Federal government have everything there for federal government and if the federal government says this thing must stop, this evening today, you can stop. But why? They don't want to stop because those people, they do those people and do what when time reach. Now them doing those people, now them go with those people there. Then they feed those people, then they feed those people soap and water them back. Those people enjoy past Nigeria people. Why federal government do like this? Let them do something about Benue State. The last time I checked that basket, no food for that basket. Benue State have power to feed this country, but they know another thing to go back to farm. Please, federal government, have mercy of the children.
It's okay. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Sometimes you just wonder when things will get better in this country. We're talking about food insecurity now. It not just starts today. If you look at it very well, it started since early 2000 when headsmen were killing people, maiming them, burning houses, destroying places and all of that, farmlands. Don't say. And now we just don't understand what happened that time. And I don't think so if we don't understand rich. Let me just be candid with you. We never feel I'm rich. Now we go understand. Some persons, may God help us in this country, because things don't just happen all of a sudden. It takes a gradual process to get some. It's okay. It's okay. Let me take your call.
I don't need to change your name. I mean,
yes. Good morning.
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Ikotan.
Okay.
And then, Mr. Kamijide, I want to agree to this at what other callers are saying. You know, if Nigeria compared to Muslim countries, and the country will be good.
Hello? Oh. Network, I guess. Sorry. Sorry. So sorry about that. You can call back, okay? If you can. Hello? Good morning.
Hello, Jude.
Yeah?
Jude, how are you doing?
I'm fine. What's your name?
Jude, it's just coming from Bariga anyway.
Okay.
So, Jude, you see what is happening. There was a time I brought this case up, all the whole media, what they are doing in that Benue state. Jude, this is purely a hidden agenda. You remember they tried it in the southern Kaduna. Have you forgotten? And that kept on going on there. They tried it in Taraba. Have you forgotten? They later came to Plateau. Have you forgotten? And then the Benue on continued up to today. And it's a very pure hidden agenda. We have powerful military. We have powerful policemen. And then we cannot stop the killing in Benue State, the food basket of the nation. Nigeria, which way? Nigeria is tricking itself. I laugh sometimes when Nigeria tricks itself. Nigeria, which way? You're tricking yourself. You block the food basket of the nation. And then you are crying for food. There is no food. There is no food. No, don't worry. I will handle the economy. And you know what is happening in Benue up to now? Mr. President knows very, very well what is happening in Benue State up to now. And we are not doing anything. Nigerians, please stop tricking ourselves. We are not going anywhere with it. Thank you. Good afternoon and good morning.
Good morning to you too. This person said, good morning. Every Kofa once said that every great cause begins as a movement. It becomes a business and then eventually generates into a racket. The killings in Benue State are just business that the government uses to make more money and take up more land of Benue State. Allegedly. Please, let's not think that God is punishing them, but the people's foolishness is punishing them. Let them stand up and fight for themselves. Lastly, let the government free Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Thanks. This is Michael from Surulere. Right, this person saying, I am Friday from Festac Town. I'm from Oju local government area of Benue State. The crisis in Benue State is tribal sentiment, because the three tribes of Benue State, Tiv, Idoma, and Ijede people. Really? Okay. With all the distress and happenings in our beloved country come across the globe, please be mindful of your mental health and keep the control switch intact for another day. I beg you. Okay, thank you so very much. Agatu is where they started, and Governor Otom tried his best to no avail. I remember Agatu killings. Now wow, that's true. Agatu that time was deadly. That's okay. Let me see if I can take maybe one or two more calls and I'm good to go. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. All right, everyone. I think it's time to go. It's time to go. Check your time. It's time to go. Catch me in the afternoon, all right? By 1 p.m. I'll be back here and we'll talk more. Yeah, like I said, a whole lot to talk about. I'll be right back. My name is Jude, Ikame Jude, Ikame Jude on all social media all social media platforms. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day.